Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I'm DJ.
And I'm Sakshi. So in December 2021, we flew for the first time during the pandemic and the first time with Pixie. We flew all the way to Spain, and on the way back, we flew Emirates Business Class via Dubai. It was such a great experience, and that's what we want to share in the video today. So the experience started even before we had arrived at the airport. Emirates provides a complimentary pickup and drop-off limousine service. So they had sent a nice, large, spacious car, and it made it so much comfortable and convenient for us because we had a lot of luggage and a baby in tow.
So today is December 3rd, 2021, and today is a big travel day, or rather days, because we'll cross time zones of traveling back to Singapore. So we are flying Emirates, and we are first going to be flying from Madrid to Dubai, and then from Dubai to Singapore. And of course, after such a long and wonderful holiday, we are sad to be going back. And so to perk ourselves a little bit and also to pamper ourselves, we have upgraded to business class. And one of the reasons was that the upgrade cost is significantly lower than what it would cost normally. So that's one advantage of traveling during COVID, but of course it comes with its own anxieties. With the new Omicron variant scare, we were anxious with the border restrictions, but thankfully we are flying very soon, within a few minutes.
So our first segment from Madrid to Dubai was in Airbus A380, which was amazing. So Airbus 380 is my favorite plane. So this is the first time we were flying in business class in A380. So there were a lot of good features. So now let's go and look at some of them.
Okay. First things first, Pixie. She was good on this flight. She was relaxed and she was having a good time. She enjoyed some fruit from the food tray. She also watched some movies and she also took a nap, giving us some breathing space for us to enjoy the flight as well. Now, I just wanted to cover the seat first and foremost, which is probably the most important thing when you pay for a business class flight. So the seats on this Emirates A380 were really comfortable. You could configure it in whatever way you wanted to. The seat on this one was much better compared to a Singapore Airlines business class flight that I took earlier on. So I prefer this seat a lot more. It was a lot more comfortable and convenient to control. On the top of the seat, they also provide you with the mattress cover, which makes the seat so much more comfortable. And with Pixie sometimes napping on top of me, it was like I couldn't have asked for anything more. And I quickly want to touch upon the entertainment. So it had the usual selection. It had movies, TV shows, music, games. It was a decent collection. It had a lot of Hollywood and English. It had some regional content as well and different languages. In terms of the headset, it was pretty good quality. There was also an iPad that you could control the screen from. And there was also like a remote that you could control the screen from, and the screen was also touch. So you had like all the different options to try whatever you're comfortable with. And the screen itself was nice and large, and it was quite a distance from us because we were in a bassinet seat. So it felt like we are sitting in a lounge and enjoying all the movies along with the food and drinks.
So this brings me to the food. So the best thing I liked during the meal service was the tray was so huge, and they set up nicely with the napkins and the cutlery, and they all served, all the courses were served in a nice glassware. It was feeling like I'm sitting in a restaurant and each of the courses are coming once I finish the previous course. So it was like a delightful experience. So now in the starters, they served few things. So there the starters had like hummus, which was nicely topped with some cayenne pepper, and then had walnuts and served with some bread. And then they had salad, which had dressing separately so that you can mix it according to your taste. So once you finish the starters, then they got some fruits. Post that, they served the main course. So we ordered a vegetarian main course. So they had rice and rajma, and then the cauliflower curry, which was okay, but we really enjoyed the starters. The starters were really nice, and the best part was the dessert. The dessert was really good. So they had a chocolate mousse cake, and they had some coulis on top of that, which was quite nice as well. So overall the meal was good, and the experience was amazing. So the coolest feature on this flight was the bar. Can you imagine a bar in a plane and you're flying at 40,000 feet? Emirates A380 had this for business class and first class passengers. Like you were not even feeling like you are inside a plane, because they had a nice bar in the center with all the drinks and the glasses on top, and then on both sides they had nice comfy seats, and then they had also a standing tables as well, so that you can enjoy and chat with your friends or family members as well. So me, Pixie and China went into the bar and had some good time. This also gives you like you can get up from your seat and can walk around and can enjoy some time in a nice bar setting.
So we didn't get any amenity kit on this flight, but the washroom had everything that you needed. So they had hand creams, and they had combs and toothbrush and toothpaste and your cologne and so on and so forth. So anything that you needed. I feel this is a better option, because sometimes you just get amenity kits, you don't use everything and they go to waste. So this I thought was a good idea, to keep everything in the washroom and for people to take whatever is needed as needed by them. Okay. So lastly, let's talk about the service on the flight. It was pretty decent. However, this flight on this segment was pretty full, even in the business class. So it just took time sometimes for the air hostess or the steward to attend to you. Other than that, no other complaints. So having thoroughly enjoyed this flight, after about 8 hours, we landed at Dubai and were headed out to the Emirates Lounge. So let's take a quick look at what it was like. So we are at the Emirates Business Class Lounge at the Dubai International Airport. We also have enough time to show you around the lounge. So the Emirates Lounge is quite huge, and even though there are like a good number of people, it doesn't feel crowded, which is great during COVID. So in terms of the seating, there are different reclining chairs and sofas of all different kinds, so you can pick and choose as to your liking. In terms of the bathrooms, they are also clean and spacious. And in terms of the food, there are decent options. So in terms of hot food, there is biryani, rice and curry, pasta, salads, sandwiches, bread selections, and then of course tea, coffee, juices and drinks. They also have decent vegetarian options like curries and pasta and salad and sandwich. So decent when it comes to the food choices. Other than that, like you have the usual, you have the different charging stations and plug points and Wi-Fi. So yeah, if your devices are running out of battery, you can always get them charged. So the lounge is nice and quiet right now. So we are going to relax and chill in a corner till our next segment from Dubai to Singapore. So after about a 3 hours layover, we were headed one more time towards the gate for a flight from Dubai to Singapore, which is about a 7-hour flight duration.
So this flight was Boeing 777, which was a smaller plane compared to the first segment, which was A380.
Yeah, but the seats were still comfortable. They had all the options, adjustment options, and you could recline it 360, and it was all very comfortable and convenient. And like in the previous flight, they also provided the mattress, which made it even more comfortable. So Pixie was a little cranky on this flight in the beginning, but after a while she did calm down and she fell asleep. However, there was turbulence now and then on this flight, so we had to keep picking her up and putting and removing her from the bassinet. And so after a while, I just put her on top of me, and she fell asleep on top of me. And I mean, I didn't bother to put her back in the bassinet, but because the seat was like spacious and very comfortable, it was still pretty good, and I was able to catch a nap as well. So the rest of the features on this flight were similar to the previous one and were pretty good. For example, the entertainment options, the quality of the headset, the size of the screen, it was all very good. The food was decent. There were, you know, the appetizers and the main course and dessert and fruits and all of that. We also got amenity kits. So there was one for me, one for DJ, and Pixie also received a toy on both flights, which is what I forgot to mention earlier. And the service was very good on this one. I think one of the reasons is because there were fewer people on the flight, so you got a bit more personal attention, which made the experience even better. So after 7 hours, we finally landed in Singapore. So it was such a long journey. So 8 hours of flight time in the first flight, then a layover, then another 7-hour flight, and of course all the check-in and the formalities of the airport. So usually if we were to travel normally on economy like we usually do, it would have, I can't imagine how tiring it would have been. But I'm just so glad that we upgraded on this particular journey back, and we weren't as tired. Pixie was okay too, like she was active and happy, and yeah, so overall it was very nice and very good, and I hope that we'll be able to do it again sometime down the line.
Thanks for watching the video, guys.
I hope you enjoyed this one, and do hit subscribe if you haven't, and as always, like, share, comment, and until next time, take care.